Manifest your dream man and future husband in 2025. Hello, beautiful souls. Mireille Nicole here. Today, I'm going to share with you how I manifested my dream man, who is now my husband, and how you can do the same starting in 2025 or even in these last few weeks of 2024. At the end of this video, I'm also going to share the part every manifestation guru seems to forget to talk about. Therefore, make sure you keep watching until then so you don't miss out and make this big mistake, like I did, by the way. The first step is to get clear on who your dream man is. Like, what does he generally look like and how does he make you feel? That is the most important part. So it's going to be more than just the checklist you have with characteristics and personality traits or that vision board you crafted. But then I like to encourage women and my clients to think of your favorite romantic movie or book or real life example that you can use to ignite your magnetism. Now, for me, that's Pride and Prejudice, specifically the BBC version. Mr. Darcy represented my dream man, like the intensity, the mystery, the suspense. And what I mean by ignite your magnetism is to get in the energy of the dream relationship with your dream man. It's all about the feels when it comes to manifestation. And that's why I want you to think of a movie or a book, because that's usually an easier way for you to bring up the feelings and the goosebumps and those butterflies in your tummy. But hey, if there's a real life person, you can totally focus on him and just paint a mental picture of him. Maybe you have an actual picture of him. Maybe you see him around. You can always use that as your manifestation visual too, to keep those vibes up. Just remember that you need something strong enough so that when you have doubts or you get discouraged, you can override the pessimism and the negativity. Now, when I was younger, I had this thing for police officers for some reason, right? There was something about fighting crime and bad guys that just totally got me going for some reason. I would literally watch the show Cops before going out, and I would actually meet off-patrol officers in my daily life. Like, it literally happened 3 times, twice when I went out dancing with girlfriends, and once even at the grocery store. So this works. I've seen it happen for other women. I believe it can happen for you also. Side note, turns out my dream man wasn't a police officer. No, my husband is not a cop. I ended up manifesting my own version of Mr. Darcy. So one day he showed up at my work, and it was literally one of those moments where the clouds parted and a golden ray of light came down and the angel started singing. And those feelings I had dreamed of experiencing when I was a teenager took over my whole body. So really get into the feels, right? It was actually almost like an out-of-body experience. And then I would see him around at the most serendipitous moments. Then I used the handkerchief technique to show him my interests and let him lead in his masculine energy, but that is a topic for a whole other video. But next, when it comes to the manifestation part, you'll also want to develop a mantra. I highly encourage you to do this. This can be unique to you if you want, but I would literally dream and picture up my dream man and declare, you are the next man in my life and you are the last man in my life. And I would sit by my bed before going to sleep and repeat this mantra. But most importantly, I would feel the emotions at the same time. I would send energy his way at the mental picture I had in my head. And if you struggle to keep your focus, just keep bringing your attention back to it and keep repeating that mantra again until you feel the vibes. And the reason this is so powerful before bed is because as you doze off into sleep, you go into theta brain waves. It's been said by the famous Joe Dispenza that we're basically living 95% of the time from our subconscious. So do yourself a favor, get your subconscious mind on board with your manifestation. But other people will record their voice when it comes to manifesting something. That's another great option. You can use a voice app on your phone. I've done this in the past also. And another thing to remember is full disclosure and to remove some pressure off of you. I wasn't completely disciplined with this manifestation technique I just shared, right? It went in phases. Sometimes I would stop for a while, life would get in the way, there were challenges, but then I would start again, right? And I tried to get back into that habit. So don't think you have to be perfect and don't give yourself too much of a hard time. But remember, eventually it did work for me anyways, so keep at it. It can also work for you. Now, the part not enough people talk about is how to keep the man they manifest. I manifested my dream man, but I almost lost him. So make sure to watch the other videos on my channel here to learn the skills, learn about being high value, learn about feminine energy, and specifically understanding men. You'll want to have some very basic communication skills, conflict resolution skills, right? To be able to handle the ups and downs that come with your dream man, because even if it's your dream man, it's not going to be perfect. And that is fine, because you get satisfaction as a couple from overcoming challenges and obstacles together. So you want those, but the secret is to have the relationship tools handy so you can use them and overcome them in a healthy and satisfying way. Don't forget, when you're ready for support, you can always reach out to me. Here are some other manifestation videos that you can watch next.